নমস্কার ক্যাবলা বাঙালিদের থেকে আমি সাই আর এটা
Millie. Translation: Hey guys, what's up? AwkwardBongs, Millie, and
সাই.
this is our third video, and it's again about being Bengali. The focus of this video is to give you an insight into what a typical Bengali Adda
or a hangout
is like. So, just to give you guys an idea or a picture of what an Adda or hangout actually looks like.
So basically what happens is that you've got a whole bunch of families coming to your house, and then you've got one room, so the living room that you're going to be sitting in, and you've got like the uncle friends that sit on probably the opposite sides of the room, and then you've got the gossip aunties that kind of scatter around the room sitting on sofas or chairs, and then this entire gang of aunties and uncles are screaming on top of their lungs to try and either say what they're trying to say or hear what they're trying to say. So having a conversation pretty much, and it's all over the show. There's millions of topics going around, and you're just like, what is going on? And the other thing is the kids. The kids are there running around. Some are screaming, some are crying, some are calling mommy, daddy, and it's just crazy.
Let's just say noise is a big factor in a Bengali Adda. আরে কেমন আছো? How are you?
ও ভালো ভালো আছি, কেমন আছো?
Good. Any?
উফ, এটা আবার কি? What is this?
না কিচ্ছু না, nothing at all.
কিচ্ছু না মানে?
Nothing.
আবার এখন সার্ভ করছি, আসো।
Oh, what have you made? কি
আরে
আছে?
কিছু বানাইনি, চলো।
What is কিচ্ছু বানাইনি?
And what is কিছু না?
Why isn't it just easier to say, oh, I got you this, or I got you that,
or I made this, or I made that?
Don't you agree? It's come to a point where these days when parents ask their kids, what are you doing? And they're like, kichuna. And then and the parents are just like, what? That's not an answer. Like, that's being rude.
Which reminds me, the other day, I was just in my room kind of just watching videos and stuff like that on YouTube. And my dad just from his room goes, oh, Neha, what are you doing? And I'm like, kichuna. And he's like, what's kichuna?
So, one question which always comes up in a Bengali Adda is, who is going to India?
But deshe ke jacche?
Desh is the generic Bengali word for country. It can also sometimes refer to as place. The weird thing is, when you ask a Bengali where they're going and they say they're going to Desh, Desh usually refers to their hometown, which could be Kolkata or Delhi. But you don't realize that until you've actually asked them what are the other places they're visiting, and once they start listing the cities,
like you've got Jaipur, Agra, Kerala. These are just other places. It's not Desh, even though it's in the same country.
Yeah. So just beware if someone tells you they're going to Desh, it just means they're going to Kolkata. And if you want to carry on that conversation, just ask them what other cities they're going to.
So যখন তুমি তোমার দেশের মধ্যে এসে গেছো,
when you have arrived in the Desh, the one thing that every teenager or young adult despises the most is কত বড় হয়ে গেছো,
বা তুমি আমাকে চিনতে পারছো?
Can you recognize me? What do you say to that? What do you answer to that? Oh, you've grown up so much. You just stand there with an awkward smile and just nod your head. Yeah, growth spurt.
So you saw me when I was 2, and you're seeing me after 5 years. So I'm 7. Of course I would have grown.
And when you give them the awkward smile and just nod your head, they reach their next conclusion. You've become so shy and quiet. Well, if we don't really have anything to say if you tell us, oh, we're seeing you after so many years.
Just another thing with that can you recognize me thing. So they'll start off by saying, Tumi amake chinte parcho? No, well, not trying to offend you or anything like that. So you're like, hey, chinte parchi, and they'll be like, ke bolo to? I'm like,
I totally understand that they're having a nostalgic moment because they're seeing you after a long time. But you can say something like, we're seeing you after so long, rather than, oh my god, you've grown up so much. See, do you see the difference between, oh, we're seeing you after so long, and oh my god, you've grown up so much. One question you have an answer to, the other you don't really have an answer to. So, guys, if you're going to Desh, good luck.
The Adda has come to an end now, and
Usually, step one of an Adda actually coming to an end is gathering all your family members or just announcing to them that, hey, get ready, we're gonna leave now.
every single teenager, young adult, knows that when their dad or their mom says, Cholo ekhon jacchi, they at least have another half an hour to spend with their friends.
Yeah, because usually as soon as they announce that we are leaving, a new conversation just pops up out of nowhere, and everyone just gets all into it, and they're like, okay, and the kids just come and they're like, so I guess we're not going, go back to play. And then they get like a caffeine boost and they start running around, and the Adda just restarts itself. And 10 minutes later.
Yeah, so the first 10 minutes is basically getting out of the chair and standing.
Yep.
That's the first 10 minutes. Second 10 minutes
is just discussing what's coming up, or when the next Adda is, or when will the general group see each other, or maybe future plans to go on a picnic. That usually takes about 20 minutes, and it just dies down that night because, no one actually makes any firm plans.
Yeah. And then it's like a couple of steps towards the main door.
And about 10 minutes just to put shoes on, because as soon as they bend down to put the shoes on, the host starts saying, oh, this happened, or that happened, or be careful on this road home, or be careful there, or whatever. And then again, the conversation goes on because the host remembered something that had happened about
millions of years ago.
And they're like, yeah, you should be this happened. And then that, you must remember what we mentioned about gossip aunties. So
the other thing is that if you have this Adda going on during lunchtime, you've got your shoes on, you're ready to go, and then the host will say, cha kheye jabe na?
Won't you drink tea and leave? I mean, we've just been at your house for 4 hours.
But guess what? They come back. Get your shoes off, come back inside, and you have cha. And probably spend another hour. So if it's lunchtime, then the kids usually know that there's cha involved and you'll be staying back for another hour. If it's dinner, then it's probably 30 minutes. আপনাদের অনেক ধন্যবাদ আমাদের চলচ্চিত্র দেখার জন্য।
A very big thank you for watching our video.
যাওয়ার আগে একটু দয়া করে আমাদের মুখের বইয়ের পাতাটা পছন্দ করুন।
Please like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks.
আবার আপনাদের সঙ্গে দেখা হবে। নমস্কার।
Catch you guys next time. Bye.